there, good people. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, I'm going to be showing the Shop My Stash items I chose for this week. It's all drugstore. Plus, I'm going to put them on my face. So this is the stuff I'm going to be putting on my face today. And there's some other stuff down there that I picked for Shop My Stash, but I'm not going to put it on today. So yeah, let's just get started. It is all drugstore with the exception of one item, and I didn't realize it until the end. But this is all the stuff I'm going to be using this week. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Aging Perfector. This is like a colorless, it says moisturizing retinol treatment with sunscreen. It's more like a colorless sort of product. Like I feel like it has a little tint to it, but when you put it on, I don't really notice, and it has a very weird smell. Like, I don't know. The smell doesn't linger or anything, but it is very weird. Not pleasant. It's not floral, it's not sweet. It doesn't smell good at all. It smells like a treatment, not a treat. So, I mean, as you can see, it doesn't really do a whole lot for your skin on its own. But, yeah. It says it's a retinol treatment. I do like using it, so I just continue using it. I pulled out the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixor Foundation. This is the shade 705. This foundation I have really liked in the past, but it has a fragrance to it that, I don't know, it's like, it smells like alcohol, but with flowers in it. It's kind of weird. It does give me a headache, so I'm hoping to get some use out of it this week. But someone in one of my other videos commented that she gets migraines all the time and this scent doesn't bother her, which is weird because the scent drives me crazy. It gives me a headache. But I wore this yesterday and the scent went away really fast. So maybe just some days I'm more sensitive than others. I don't know. And I'm going to use my, no, not that one. This one. It is a Wet n Wild brush, but it's this foundation brush that I love so much. I really, really like this brush. Let me grab out a little mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. This just blends in so well. And one thing I'm very happy about is that the foundation has so much coverage for my taste that I don't really feel the need to put any extra concealer on, which is lucky because the concealer thing that I pulled is terrible. I used it yesterday and I really, really dislike it. And I was going to add something else in, but I decided not to. But I will show you it, but one time and I did not like it. Dang, I love this brush. And the foundation, it covers well enough, but I notice it does oxidize like a shade. So I do, like, towards the end when I'm done, I don't know if you'll be able to tell on the camera, but I end up putting bronzer, like, on my neck and stuff because it just, it oxidizes. That blends in so well. Like, I am just so happy. Hopefully the fragrance goes away, though. But yeah, this is a good foundation. I really like that. So the concealer, this is the concealer that I had pulled in. It's this Rimmel Insta Conceal and Contour little thing. It has a highlight, a concealer, and a contour. Oh my god. I put one of these on my inner corner and it dries so fast that it's like you're pulling like a powdery, like dry, it's so dry. It doesn't feel dry in the pan, but when you put it on, it just goes on terrible. So yeah, I did not really enjoy that at all. But I think what I'm going to do is kind of go over just the inside real quick with some more of this foundation or whatever's left on my brush just to get some of that evened out. I guess that's good. So next, let's go to this concealer. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Concealer Crayon. I don't like this as a concealer for your face. It's such a dry formula. I mean, really, really dry. So I put it on my fingertip and then I rub it with my other finger to kind of warm it up a little. And I actually use this on my eyelids to cancel out all of the like veins and, you know, discoloration and stuff. I really like it for that. It's a really good eyelid sort of primer if you don't like eyelid primers, which I don't really like eyelid primers because I want something with a little color in it to kind of, like I said, cancel out and give me like a nice neutral base to put eyeshadow on. So there's that. And I do use this all the time, not just this week. I probably use that every single day. Next, let's go to powder. I was not messing around with any new powders this week. I pulled out the Milani Prep Set and Glow, my super favorite here. I mean, I love this. I love this powder to death. It's so good. It's mattifying, but not all the way mattifying. It says it's glowy, but it's not shimmery or glittery. It's just, there's something magical about this powder, and I really love it. And I'm using my favorite brush for this powder, which is the powder brush from Circa. It's just a big old giant brush, and I just press it all over my face. Can you hear my cat? He came out from under the bed, and he's right there, snooping around. Ah, I just love this powder. Love it. For bronzer, we're going to use the one I had been pulling out for my mirror. This is from No7. This is just their bronzer, and it's in the shade Maple. I love this bronzer. Little brush hair. I really like this bronzer a lot because I like my bronzers to have a little orange in them, which might be kind of weird. And I'm using one of these brushes from Wet n Wild to put on this bronzer. Hi, kitty. And then I'm just going to blend that on my face. Anyway, I like my bronzers to have a little red in them. I just prefer a little orange or red to just something that's all brown. I just feel like it suits my skin better. I kind of just, I don't know, just my preference, I guess. And depending on how this foundation looks towards the end, I might do some bronzer on my neck. But for now, there's a brush hair or something right there. What do I usually do next? Highlight. This week, I'm going to be using this sleek highlight. Did you see that mess I just reflected you into on my bed? This is a highlighting little compact that they came out. Actually, I don't think this is new. This has been around for a while. It's just now they came out with the little set for Christmas that I got from Walgreens. And I'm going to use the Wet n Wild highlight brush. And I'm going to do, I think, that one right there. 3 of these are powders, and one of them is a cream. The cream one is not good. These literally, like, I don't know if you saw how I'm dipping, like, just the teeniest bit, because they're so pigmented. But these are so beautiful. I can't even describe the type of powder formula that it is. It's like, I don't know if you can see the highlightness. The type of powder in here is like, I think I almost described it as dusty in another video, but I don't really mean dusty like bad. They're just kind of so light and they blend in with your skin so well. I really enjoy this palette a lot, but I want to try to use all the shades. So next I'm going to throw on some blush, and I pulled out the Revlon Naughty Nude. This is my favorite blush of all time, actually. This line from Revlon is extremely underrated. They're so freaking good. All these blushes are really good. And I am using one of the brushes, the same bronzer brush. Actually, no, this isn't the brush I wanted. Oh, do I get up and get another brush? I'll just use this brush. It's fine. I was going to use the blush brush from this little line, but you know what? It's too far. So let's just go on with this blush. It is such a nice, like, nude, neutral, like, goes with anything sort of shade. I love this blush so much. It can be built up if you want more intensity, and yeah, I love it. It just goes with anything. I love it. And I did pull out another one for this week that I will show you. I'm gonna do eyebrows real quick. I grabbed out the same pencil. Like I said, I'm gonna use this until I use it up. It's the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Pencil in the shade, I think it's dark brown, brunette. I don't know how this is gonna go because I usually have another little setup to do my eyebrows, but you know what? We're gonna try. So eyebrows are usually a couple of steps process. I don't usually do a pencil, I usually just do powder, but since I'm trying to use this, I do the pencil just as a quick little base. Brush it through a little bit, just to kind of get a shape going. And then I take my absolute favorite brow stuff from No7. This is their little brow little compact. Look at that little tiny pan I hit right there. Where's my little brush at? And I love this brow brush from Real Techniques. I just dip into that darkest shade there, and then I kind of define the shape a little bit more. I try not to go too crazy, but I don't really know how to do eyebrows. I just kind of put them on so it looks like I have eyebrows every day. And I think that, how's that? Even enough? All right. And then I'm going to throw some of this Essence Make Me Brow Gel on it. I really like this gel a lot because I don't feel like I need to clean the brush off too much like when I use it. And I do wish it had a little more hold though. But I really like what it does. I use this even on bare eyebrows, like with no product. And I really enjoy it. And let's just comb it through this one. Made a little mess there. Let me grab a Q-tip. I almost considered cutting the eyebrow part off of this video because, I mean, I take too long and they still don't look perfect, but oh well. That's eyebrows. So for eyeshadows, I'm going to be doing, I really feel like doing matte eyeshadows this week. I had this vision of doing matte eyeshadows and liquid liner. I was watching Jazz Journey and she did a fall tag video. What was the video called? Sweater Weather. And she talked about not being that good at liquid liner, and I was like, I'm horrible at liquid liner and I always want to practice. So this week I had a vision of doing matte eyes, liquid liner. And the liquid liner is the one thing I pulled that's not drugstore because I only have one liquid liner. But for this look today, I'm doing the City Mini palette. This is the Mad About Town from Maybelline. I really enjoy these palettes a lot. And I'm going to use this It Cosmetics. I don't know what this is called because it's rubbed off. It was called Airbrush something. But I don't know what I'm really going to do. I'm just going to... let's do that one right there. And my little mirror. And then, I don't know, my eyeshadow always is just kind of messy, whatever I feel like doing. And I always mess up my eyebrows when I do this because I don't know what I'm doing. But, so I kind of just put that on like that. Other side. This brush makes these so easy to, I love this brush. I always wanted another one, but I don't need it. But that primer, that concealer I put on, I always makes my eyeshadows blend on way better. Like those Wet n Wild palettes I swatched out horribly yesterday. They were going on so bad, the swatches, but I feel like they're going to look really nice on top of this concealer kind of primer that I put on because it just seems like that kind of formula. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm gonna put on, I think I'll just go for that one right there. Just a little deepening up of the outside. Ooh, it's a little much. How's that looking? Very intense. It doesn't look that deep in real life, I promise. But let me clean that brush off a little bit. How's that? You know what? That's looking like the shape I normally do. And then the other side. Eyeshadow is always a struggle for me because my eyes are such a weird shape. That is, I swear, not that intense in real life. It doesn't look that crazy. But, sorry about that. You know what? How's that looking? Very intense, but it doesn't look that way in real life, I promise. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a other little brush. I know I pulled it out. There it is. Just this little tiny brush here. Grab the lightest shade in that palette and kind of clean up the eyebrow section a little bit. Yeah. that's that. So this is normally how eyeshadow goes for me every day. Just slap it on and you know what? I'm wearing it. It's mine. I'm owning it now. But yeah, so that's that, I guess. It looks kind of intense on camera, I think, but it really doesn't look that crazy in real life. And I swear it doesn't look patchy either. Very weird that it's coming off like that. Anyway, I am going to take this single from NYX. It is the Golden Peach. This is one of their prismatic eyeshadow. Is it just called prismatic? Yeah. I really, really like this shade. It's so pretty. And I'm going to put that on the lid because it's looking a little too matte for me, which is what I wanted in the first place, but now I'm like, I can't do the mattes. Some of these prismatic shadows are really, really good, and some of them are really, really bad. But this one is one of the good ones, so I just kind of, I don't know, put that on there. I really like that mix of matte and shimmer on the lid. And then we're going to grab another one of these little sleek highlights to put on the inner corner. I'm going to use that same little brush I grabbed with the, to put on that brow bone shade. And we're going to put it right there. And I think that's it. What am I missing? Mascara. So I pulled out the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express. This is that one I got in that little set with the City Mini palette. I used this for the first time yesterday and I freaking loved it. I mean, it's pretty good. I don't usually like Maybelline mascaras, but this one's not bad. How's that? That looks alright. And this mascara builds on itself really, really well. Because I notice even when I try to go in for another coat, it's like, it doesn't clump up or anything. And yeah, that's it. That's my finished face. I'm going to show the rest of the stuff I'm going to be using for Shop My Stash this week. Yeah, I showed you all those. I am going to try the other colors in this Rimmel palette, but I did not like those two right there at all. This one I am going to try like contour or something with, but the other ones did not really like. So the other things I pulled out, I grabbed another City Mini palette. This is the Downtown Sunrise. That other shade from Revlon, this is Mauvelous. A single from Rimmel that I obviously got at Walmart because gotta love those security stickers. This is a really nice shade. I really like it. It's called Millionaire. I grabbed one of the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blushes. This is the shade Coffee Cake. Oldie but a goodie. Still dreamy, still bouncy. I still love that. This is a Covergirl mascara. This is the Lash Blast Volume. Oh, you know what? I did get a concealer. Why did I think I only grabbed one? This is the Rimmel Match Perfection. Doesn't it look way too dark though? Like, I don't know. It's the shade 245. We're going to see if it works. A Wet n Wild highlight, the shade Crown of My Canopy. I do not use this one nearly enough, so I pulled that one out. And then lastly for eyeliners, I grabbed the Covergirl Ink It. This is a really nice gold shade. The only thing I don't like is this style of dispensing that it has. It's like a click up pen, so if you click it up you have to use it, you can't retract it. And then the one non-drugstore product I pulled in is a Stylist Day All Day liquid liner. I really want to try to like practice liquid lining. I've had this for a really long time and it works really well still. So anyway, that's it. Those are all the Shop My Stash products I'm going to be using this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in another video. Goodbye.